garden people. Today we're going to take a little talk through of the front entryway gardens. I'll touch on the channel's intentions and goals at some point. So let's get into it. For the entryway gardens this year, I've really tried to focus just on this particular area throughout the season. Putting more plants in, getting it weeded, staying on top of the weeds particularly. The rest of the garden hasn't fared as well in terms of the war against the weeds. I'm losing the war at the moment, but the battles in the summer, at least I've been winning most of those in the front here. So, you know, that takes time. So far, most of the things are doing really well. The pest pressure on these hardy hibiscus this year has been quite worse than normal, but we'll see how it goes next year. I'm really enjoying the ballet slippers hardy hibiscus right here, together with this Gora, I believe it's Whirling Winds, along with the silver mound artemisia. That combination has been really nice this year. I'm really liking that, so I'll be excited to see how that kind of grows into each other. Coming along here, the Castle Spire holly trees, particularly this one and the one across the path, have grown back, which is exciting. I thought I was going to have to replace them, and thankfully I didn't have to. I did have to replace this plant, however. This one is all eyes on me. The hardy hibiscus that I had here previous in that spot flopped. I'm not sure what happened. All the other ones were fine. So I just replaced that one. And so far so good. I've definitely enjoyed this front area the most this season, this quadrant. So Ruby Falls Weeping Redbud, it's done really well and it's filling in really well. I really like the dark foliage color of it. As you can see, some of the new growth coming in is a little bit greener, but it definitely has a really pretty purple color going along with this blue kazoo spirea, and again with the silver mound. The addition of that was really enjoying that so far. So as you can see, I'm still gathering plants, still plants to plant throughout the time here. This hardy hibiscus is Dark Mystery. Yeah, Dark Mystery, and it's really pretty. The last to bloom out in the garden compared to the other ones, but once it does, it's almost a pure white type of bloom, and it's huge. It's a really pretty plant. And the baby blue spruce, that'll get bigger over time. This plant, this Weigelia, I'm not sure if it's gonna make it. We'll see. It might be dead. We'll see. Might not be the greatest of spots, so I might pull it. So I was able to get quite a bit planted throughout the entryway gardens at the beginning of the summer that I really needed to get planted out. I'm still debating on which color mulch. I really like the pine bark mulch, but I also like the black mulch look too, so still debating it. There's a gardenia in there, in between the hellebore leaves, that I'm finding all the gardenias in the garden here in Zone 7 on the Cape really like water. So I'm definitely going to have to keep monitoring their water intake, but hopefully I can pull them through. But otherwise, most of the stuff has been going really well. Again, the pest pressure with this hardy hibiscus here. That butterfly bush, I think, is not getting enough sun. So I'm definitely going to do some changing up and changing around. I don't think the salvia is getting enough light. But these hydrangeas serrata, lace cap hydrangeas, mountain hydrangeas, I think. They've been doing really, really well, particularly the one here to the right. This one right here is Tough Stuff hydrangea, and it's been pretty fantastic. I've really enjoyed this whole color combination that's going on in this particular quadrant. The little blue stem grass is a really, really nice addition. I might split that and transplant that this fall if I can, and carry it over to the other quadrant as well, but we'll see. And the pollinators have really, really enjoyed, particularly this quadrant, this right here, between the salvia and the catmint. So still more areas to develop, particularly along the side here. Some sad roses off to the right there. This one's a glitters and glows verbascum, viburnum. And it's caged just so that it can kind of get a good growing start before the bunnies come along and chew it up. But yeah, I've got quite a bit to still get planted out. I had to plant up this red bud because I just didn't get a chance to get it into the ground. And there's still, quite a bit of work to be done. But things are going and growing as they go, and have filled in what we've cut back. The grass pathway is coming along, we'll say. It still needs some weeding, definitely needs more seeding, and I like the look. The maintenance, not so much, so I don't know. We'll see. This plant has been really nice too. It's really, really nice color. I just recently took the cages off. I think that they're going to survive the rabbits, but we'll see. But this combination of the red foliage along with the artemisia, the silver mound, I really, really like that coloring going on. So hopefully that'll continue to look really, really nice. So far with the cages off, it does. So lots going on here in the Hidden Gardens. Lots more plants coming in, plants being transplanted, so on and so forth. I don't intend to have this channel be like a how-to, but more of a how I'm doing type of gardening channel. I think there's plenty of garden YouTubers that are doing that really well, and I will link their videos and channels and such where appropriate. But for me, for my channel, the Garden Anthropology channel, I'm trying to include a little bit more of the anthropology in it, in the sense of I am an active participant or participant observer, which are terms in the field, which basically means being a part of the culture that you're studying, participating in such in order to study. So, gardening and being a gardener, content creating, all of those things. So while it would be great to have like all the videos and bells and whistles and editing software and stuff, I'm also raising little humans and only have so much time. YouTube doesn't pay people unless they reach a certain amount of subscribers and watch hours. So while that's a goal, it's not an immediate achievable situation here with the time that I can devote. So please consider subscribing, as it does help out the channel. And maybe one day I could devote all my time that I can to gardening and get paid for it. But for now, we're going to post as I can post and do what I can do, observe as I can observe, and enjoy the garden. So I hope this inspires you to go on your gardening journey. And thank you for joining me in mind.